Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about Excel. Excel is a program within Microsoft Office that allows you to enter and calculate and sort and display data in a meaningful way for your organization. And one of the first things you're going to need to know within Excel is how to create a new workbook. Now, a workbook is simply an Excel document that contains a collection of spreadsheets. You can use those spreadsheets to show different data or to highlight data in different ways. And the way to create a new one is going to be to click on File, then select New, and then under New, you're going to check the blank workbook. That'll create a new workbook with nothing in it. Once you've done that, you're going to need to enter data into those cells. And cells are designated with columns and rows. The columns are designed with letters of the alphabet, and the rows will be numbers. So if the top left-hand most cell will be A1. So all you have to do is select one of those cells, any one that you want, and then you can type in any text or number into that, and it'll display that for you. And then you hit enter to lock that into the cell. If at any time during these training programs you want to pause the video and practice this on your own, feel free to do so. Once you've entered data into the cell, you're going to look at applying a border to the cell if you want. So to apply a border, all you have to do is on the Home tab, select the little symbol that shows borders, click the drop-down button, and you can choose from a wide variety of different borders that are available to you. One of the other things you can do once you have data entered into your cell is you can auto sum. A lot of times we have a lot of numbers that we need to calculate in different ways. So Excel gives you a quick way to do that. So all you have to do is select the numbers that you want to calculate. And then on the Home tab, you'll see an editing group. And under editing, you'll see auto sum. If you click the drop-down arrow on that, you'll see the different kinds of calculations you can do. Some of those are sum, average, count, minimum, and maximum, which actually shows you the highest and lowest numbers within the range. Or you can select the more functions and choose one of your own. Once you selected those, you just hit enter and it'll display the results. You can also create formulas within Excel. To do that, all you have to do is select a blank cell and type in the equal sign. The equal sign will tell Excel that what you're going to type after that is intended to be a formula. And formulas can do a whole bunch of different things, but we're just going to talk about some of the simple ones today. So you can do things like add, subtract, multiply, and divide using the symbols in the slide you see in front of you. For example, if you wanted to add two numbers together, all you'd have to do in a blank cell is select the blank cell, type in something along the lines of 2 plus 4, and hit enter. And if you do that right, it should show you the number 6 in that cell after you hit enter. Likewise, you can subtract, multiply, divide, and you can do a lot of other more complicated functions with that as well. You can also apply formats to your numbers. All you have to do is select the number, and then also in the Home tab under the numbers, you'll see a bunch of different types of formats that you can use. Some of those are currencies, percentages, commas. You can even reduce and extend the number of decimal points that your number shows to. These are useful if you want to show numbers in a way to other people that will make them a little more obvious as to what you're talking about. For instance, with the currency one, if you select a number and hit currency, it's going to put it to 2 decimal points and put a number symbol on it. It'll also show it in red and put a negative sign on it if there is a negative value. That can be useful for showing things in the accounting world. One of the other things you can do is you can put data into tables. If you want to put data into tables, all you have to do is select the data that you want to highlight, and a little button will pop up in the bottom right-hand corner of the selection that you made. That's the Quick Analysis button. If you select that, you can choose Tables, and then you can choose what kind of table you want. You can also sort the data from A to Z or from Z to A. This kind of allows you to sort and filter data in meaningful ways so that you can highlight the things that you want to see or that you want to show to other people. You can also use quick analysis to show totals in much the same way that you use the auto sum feature. So if you highlight the cells that you want to show totals for, you can click the quick analysis, click totals, and it'll give you the similar options as what you had in auto sum. So you can sum, average, count. You can even see recurring. You can see minimum and maximum. Same as you do with the auto sum feature. Another feature in Excel is conditional formatting. Sometimes you want to highlight cells if they appear a certain way. So maybe if a number is within a certain range, you want it to be green, or if it's in another range, you want it to be yellow. You can do those things through through conditional formatting. So again, you'll select the numbers that you want to see or that you want to calculate, and under the quick analysis button, you'll see formatting. There's also, you can do things like totals, charts, tables, and spark lines. For conditional formatting though, you'll choose the formatting and it'll give you a bunch of different options of different ways you can format that data. Select the one that you want and put in parameters that you want to see. And once you like what you see, simply click that option and it will format your data in the way that you intended it. Again, if you want to take some time to practice these things as we talk about them, please feel free to just pause the video and practice them on your own. Charts is another thing that Excel does very, very well. You can present data in a meeting or in a classroom in very visible ways. So if you want to show things in a chart, you simply highlight the data that you want to show in the chart. Click on the quick analysis button, select charts, and it's going to give you a different range of charts that you can choose from, such as columns or clusters or pie charts, line charts, a bunch of different options here. So choose the one that you want. You can even go in and choose colors and different styles of those types of forms or different types of charts. Once you see what you like, just hit enter and your chart will pop up on your spreadsheet. Sometimes you want to show data in a sorted way. For instance, you want to show numbers from lowest to highest or highest to lowest, or you want to show a list of names in alphabetical order. Excel does that very well. So all you have to do on those is simply select that data that you want to sort, and then up in the home button, you're going to see sort A to Z or sort Z to A. A to Z is always going to be smallest to largest. Z to A is always largest to smallest, regardless of what kind of data you're using. So even if you're using numbers, you would select A to Z in order to sort from lowest number to highest number. So again, you would select the data that you want to see. You would click on sort, and then sort A to Z, sort Z to A, and hit enter. If you want to filter your data, so you only want to see select things within a list. Say you want to see students whose birthdays are in March, then you can do that. You would just go in there to the column where you have their birthdays, and you would highlight all of it and select select filter, and then you would choose how you want to filter. So you could choose to filter by any column or any piece of information. You can also select all to show everything. Once you're done with sorting and entering all of your data and you've got it looking the way you want to make sure you save that data so that it doesn't get lost. There's a few ways to do that. The first way is just to click on the home button and choose save. You'll then be able to give it a file name and put it in a location on your computer that you can find it later. There's other ways to do that. In the top left-hand corner of your screen, you should see a little disk. That's the quick save. If you click on that, it's going to automatically save to whatever file location and whatever file name you've already set up. So as they say, save often. So after you put in some data, don't wait too long between saves. After you've saved everything, sometimes you may want to print that data out so that you can show it to others, maybe bring it into a meeting with you. Easy enough to do. All you have to do is click on File and then select Print. Then you're going to choose your printing options and the printer that you want to use. And then you're just going to hit Print. And once you do that, your printer will print out the spreadsheet for you. Microsoft Excel has a lot of different add-ons that you can use that do all kinds of different functions. It will integrate with other programs. It will allow you to run formulas and run things just by pressing a couple of keys. I encourage you to go out onto the internet, look around, and find some of the more useful add-ons that you can put into Excel and use those to your benefit. Once you've selected the ones you want to use, you can go into the on File and Options. You can go into Add-ins, and from there you can select the add-ins that are available to you. And then once you select the ones you want to use, you simply click OK, and it will apply them to Excel. Add-ins do typically apply to all spreadsheets, so it's not just going to apply to the spreadsheet that you're currently working on. It'll also be applied to any that you work on after that. So you may need to turn those on and off as you see fit. Lastly, Microsoft Excel rather has a lot of different templates that you can use to format your data in ways that are commonly used, such as financial spreadsheets or calendars or any number of things. It's always a good idea to go out to office.com and look through the popular Excel templates, such as budgets. And you might find something there that's already formatted in the way that you want to see it, and you can use that instead of having to recreate something from scratch. Appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me today, and I hope you've learned a little bit, and you can apply this in your organization in the future. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.